Is that a sock?
Yes.
It's funny.
That is what Grandpa uses to check the oil. He ties a sock in his engine bay. He's been doing that for as long as I've known him. Probably longer. Welcome back out to the shop. Tonight I'm working on my dad's Mercedes ML320. If you didn't see the other videos, I have two other videos on this car. One of them is about my new Autel scanner, and the other one is about a little bypass that I put in on the intake swirl flaps. This one is going to be about an error code that I got for the glow plugs. It seems like the glow plugs are not quite working right. It's starting to get cold here in the Northeast. We're going to need those glow plugs to work. We're going to test to see if the glow plugs are good and it's just the controller that's bad. Before I even started though, I got some penetrating oil and I sprayed each and every glow plug just to make sure that if we do have to replace a glow plug, we don't have to have problems with it. So on the ML320, the glow plug controller is located right here underneath of this bracket. It's located down here. You can kind of see the back side of it here. The power cable comes up the side. We're going to take this little resonator off of here, and then we can get to the plug. All of the glow plugs we can test through that plug. First thing we got to do is squeeze this little tab. Take this wire off here. This is the power wire for it. We'll slide that out of the way. Get an E10. You can take this off. There's a wire. There's a guy down here, and then this guy just then pops out, and then we can pop this plug off. Okay, here we go. I have the plug accessible now. I have my meter set to ohms, and the first four plugs, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top and 2 on the bottom, are going to be our glow plugs. So what I should get is I should get a 0.4, 0.3, 0.4 on each one of those 6 plugs. So I got 0.5, and then this one we start to get a little bit more. So 2 and a 2.6, a little bit more resistance. On this one, about the same as the other one, 3, maybe a little bit more. Okay. And then on number 4, we go back down to the correct number, which are 3 or 4. Yeah, okay, 6. That one's a little high too. And then on the 5th one, we're 6. And then on the 6th one, we'll go back down to, let's go 1.6 again. So from the looks of it, it seems like we have 2 bad, or at least starting to go bad, glow plugs, number 2 and number 3 here. And then the rest of them seem to be okay. But I think because we're in here and we're working on it, I would generally, I think I would replace all 6. Because you know, it would stink to have another one go bad and have to go in here again. And while we're doing it, the control module is something that goes bad relatively frequently also. So I got to call my dad and see what he wants to do. But I think what I'm going to recommend is replacing all 6 glow plugs and the control module. It's going to cost around $500 in part. Welcome back. I have a helper tonight. I opted to get a glow plug controller and all 6 of the glow plugs. We just took it for a drive, so we got the engine good and warm. And now we're going to pull the intake horn out. And then we're going to tidy back some wires and hoses so that we can get to the 6 glow plugs and the controller. Let's get to it. I should also point out that I have, over the past week or so, I have come in here and sprayed it with some penetrating oil right around the glow plugs so that I have a good amount of penetrating oil just sitting there, hopefully keeping these guys good and ready to come out of there easy. I don't know about this particular engine, but I have had some diesel engines where glow plugs just don't want to come out. So I'm hoping, I've heard good things about these. If I had a piece of wood right now, I'd knock on it. We'll find out. So I'm going to pick on the driver's side front one as our first one. We're going to get the pair of needle knives and just kind of pop this wire out. And that's just a little push-on wire connector there. So we'll pull that out of the way a little bit. Then we will take some compressed air. Come on. And we will blow that area clear. And then, I believe that is a deep 8mm. Okay, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But the new ones are a CZ303 7-volt. The old ones are a CZ302 7-volt. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not, but I'm going to go ahead and replace them. I'm going to put a little bit of the anti-seize on there so that it will come out next time if somebody has to do this ever again. Alright, so we're going to take this guy, send it down in there. We're going to hand tighten it. And then we're going to take that guy down to 11 to 12. So we're going to go right there after 12. I don't know if that camera's focused on it or not, but that's okay. That's right about 12.079 or something. That'll work. That'll do it. Right there. Doesn't take much, apparently. Alright, 1 down, 5 to go. And we'll slide this guy back on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Take the wire right out. Come on. There's number 2. So this one's a little bit trickier because it's all the way back there in the back and I can't quite get this guy to it. But this metal, or this wiring loom here has a little bit of play in it. I'm hoping if I can pry that off. I wish I had a longer set of needle nose with the thing, and we're going to pop it just like that. So we'll just pop this guy off. There we go. And then this wire, you kind of just come up out of your way. And then we get the air jug. I mean, it's nice that I'm getting it all in the turbo because that's good. But at least it's not going down in the combustion chamber. I don't know. That's alright. we have high quality YouTube content here. I think we're getting it. Yeah, I think we got it. That one feels a little bit risky because of the way it is. Oh, come on. Boy, it's hard to get it, this one. Now, let's get it. Wow, it's so hot. Go. Trick might be to get a long pair of needle nose pliers. No. I think I take it all. There we go. All right. Okay. So good. They're all three Mercedes 7 volts. C302s. Let's see if we can get this guy back down in that hole there without getting every last bit of dirt and everything else with it. There we go. There we go. Throw a little ratchet. Do your ratchety things. But don't cross thread it. Yeah. Halfway there. Well, maybe not quite halfway there. We got to put the wire back on that one, but that shouldn't be too hard. We got to send it down in through here like this, and then like that. And that's on. And we'll come back here and we'll put this one on. Try to get you guys in here so you can actually see which one I'm working on here in the back. Right in here. I'm trying to get this plastic piece off. See that guy down in there? We're going to clear it out. And then we will just gently make sure that that guy comes right on out of there. Just got done with the fourth cylinder, and I'm starting to notice something here. If you can see, the contacts on this one are rustier than the others. So I'm curious to see what the next two look like, but I'm wondering if maybe the issues that I were having was this electrical connection here might be a little bit corroded. So I think I might go back through and put some dielectric grease on all of the glow plugs. Maybe even take that plug and try to clean it a little bit. Clean this out, scrape it with this. Scrape it good. Hit it with some cleaner. Put a tiny little dab of dielectric in there. That should take care of that. Push it back down on here. Hopefully we get good connection there. Well, the first 4 went pretty well. The first 3 went pretty well. The last 3 here just don't want to come off of there. On this one, I went in the side here with the interior pry tool, and it actually worked to come off pretty easily. So let's get this cleaned off.
Is that a sock?
Yes.
It's funny.
That is what Grandpa uses to check the oil. He ties a sock in his engine bay. He's been doing that for as long as I've known him. Probably longer. There she goes. So that one's corroded pretty bad too. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to scrape the contacts here. Clean that out. Get a little bit of some cleaner. Get a little bit of dielectric. You know what? I'm thinking that might have been the only issue here. We might have bought a whole bunch of new spark plugs or glow plugs without even a need. I didn't. Don't be silly. I wouldn't forget something like that. Click. Click. Alright, clips right back on there. Good to go. Now, take one more. And this is an E10. Could take this guy out here. Get one more wire off here. Last one's right in here. I'm going to kind of slide these fuel lines out of the way. Let's see if we can pry it back with this guy again from underneath. Oh, where are we hiding there? Oh, from the back. There we go. There we go. Off. And we have rust in there again. Okay, well, let's clean it out. Alright, we got all 6 of them out. And we'll tidy up the last one here. Alright, now that we got all 6 glow plugs replaced, the next thing is to do is replace this controller. We got a new one of those too. The codes that we were getting were non-specific, which makes me think it might have been the controller, but then seeing those corrosion problems, it might have also been the corrosion. So this is why I went and did the whole thing all at once. I'm going to do all 6 of them and the controller, and then hopefully I don't have to worry about it anymore. So here we go. Take. And then we need to unclip this wire under here. Then we can get to the last one, which is down under there. When you're reinstalling, you want to make sure that this O-ring doesn't get jammed up on the lip. You may or may not have a zip tie holding your steam line in place. I'm going to go with probably not. There should be a little clip on there. And then the next thing is going to be this one. No, nope. Oh, there we go. It came apart. Just squeeze the tabs and try not to break it, but it's still in the way. Look at that. Still in the way. Okay, well. Oh, there. Okay, so this has a clip on this side and this side. On this particular unit, the clip on this side, the tab is broken off. I did that earlier. So we kind of pry it a little bit and then squeeze this guy and hope that we don't break it worse. There, we got it out. The new one looks a little bit different. The holes line up. Ports line up. So we should be good to go. A lot of time has passed since this car was new, so I'm guessing that they revised it. I'll put a little bit of dielectric on here so that we have connections and whatnot. Click it back in there. There we go. Put this guy back down there. And yeah, I don't have this review. Sure, it's fine. Okay, finish that up. Let's see what we got here. Why is it scanning? Glow plug N43, at least one glow plug is not activated. We're going to erase the codes. Freeze data will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Turn the ignition key off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn the ignition back on. Yes, that has been done. Sleep. Sleep. Go. Well, there we have it. We got the glow plugs in, we got the controller in, we got the codes cleared. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to drive it a little bit again, and then we got to wait for it to get cold again, so we'll come back tomorrow morning and we'll try the glow plugs again in the morning and make sure everything fires up and that code doesn't come back. It might take a couple of starts for that to come back if it is a problem, but we probably solved it this time around. Because last time it came on immediately after I tried to start the car. This time it didn't. So I still have one more thing I got to fight with this. The turn signal isn't working, but it seems to be leaking water around the rear taillight. But I'm not going to make a video about that. I'm just going to send this back to my mom and tell them, gotta put some duct tape over that tail lamp. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. Alright, but that's it for tonight. That's probably it for this video. Thanks for stopping out. I hope to see you again soon.